going to do this valedictorian is in the mood.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much for being here. Well, I have to say that I had never imagined myself giving a speech to such a big crowd, so I'll try to be the least boring I can. I'd like to start this speech with a sentence that I consider that everyone should follow, which is, when you were born, you cried, and everyone around you was smiling. Live your life in a way that when you die, you smile, and the people around you cry. That's what I've been trying to do in my almost 18 years of life, trying to make the life of my family and friends easier and funnier. This is my graduation speech, so let's start speaking about what I'm supposed to speak about. 18 years are difficult to summarize in less than 6 minutes, so I will focus on the most important points. Of course, I have to start by saying thanks to my parents. They have given me everything I have. Their support in the most difficult moments and their help when I was lost in this hard race called life. During all these years, I have had a lot of subjects, teachers and classmates, but good friends never change, and I have to thank them just for being always by my side. From my previous school, I'd like to mention 2 teachers that I think that have influenced me the most. The first was called Isabel, and she taught us not only to pass exams and get good marks. Her classes were different from the rest. She believed in us, and each of us even wrote a book with her, something very difficult, considering that we were only 12. The second one was called Nuria. She was the natural sciences teacher, and with her I learned how to respect the environment, and I think that I also grew as a person. I also would like to thank all the English teachers I have had during all these years, and that have allowed me to be right here speaking to all of you in a language different from Galician or Spanish. I want to speak now about what I think that was one of the most incredible experiences I have ever lived. Yes, I am speaking about our trip to Sweden, a trip that I will never forget, where I met a lot of new friends that have become really important in my life. I don't need to say any names. People that I'm talking about, they know that this is for them. For me, Sweden was like a challenge. The challenge of being 15 days away from my home, something that will help me in my future university life. Something that has been like a parallel life to studies for me is basketball. I can't imagine my life without basketball. I have played it since I was 6, and apart from all the great moments I've lived, all the places I've visited, or the fact of playing against the best players in the country, where I really owe to basketball is all the great friends I have made because of it. Most of the best friends I have were my teammates during all these years, and some of them are here right now. I'm really proud of having them close to me, and I think that I will never be able to thank them for everything they have done for me. I can also say that I have really good friends all over Spain. I want to mention them because distant friends are difficult to keep, but they have also helped me every time I've needed something. 2 years ago was the moment of changing my school and start here, in the high school. I have to recognize that it wasn't easy at first, but most of my classmates in my old school also moved to this high school, so I could continue to see them every day. Something that also helped me was the welcome of all the students that were here before, who made really easy my acclimatization. The fact of having as classmates people that I already knew previously was also positive and helped me to move along the corridors of this high school. And here we are right now, finishing an important phase in our lives. These 2 years with all of you are full of great moments, great people that suddenly appeared in my life and became essential for me. I have to say that I'm really happy of have shared these 2 years with you, and although it sounds a bit like a topic, I promise that each of you have taught me something, and including those with who I haven't had much relationship, I take a great memory of each of you. You all know the moment that our planet is living. Apart from the climate change, which I think that is really serious and we are not aware enough of the terrible consequences it may produce, I think that our society is now really worried in the economical crisis that we are suffering. Nowadays, it's very difficult to find a job, and even more to find a job in something related with the career you have studied. So let me give you an advice. Live your life day by day. Don't worry about the future. It will come anyway, so by the time, just try to be happy every day. My plans for the future? Well, at first I have to pass all my subjects with good marks, so I will study really hard. Then, travel somewhere with my closest friend this summer and have a great time with the people that I love. September will arrive early, and I will probably study hospitality in Santiago. I don't know how it will be, but I have promised myself to enjoy every day in my life from now on. Let me give you my second and last advice. Study what you really like. Listen to other opinions will help you, but it is your future, it is your life, and you have to choose the best option for you, something that you think that will make you happy. well, it's time to say goodbye. But first, I would want to say happy birthday to a person that is really important in my life, and she's here right now. So happy birthday, Auri. Happy birthday. Well, I hope that you have not fell asleep, and I would like to wish you a good end of this year. Thank you very much for your attention.